Hello, friends. We are going to enhance the process that previously we are having. We have service limit service we have made, and it was running on 808 port, but mistakenly some disturbance happened, and I have to restart the port, and now I have just changed the port to 8081 port. So now this service limit service is particularly service limit is working on the 8081 port. So now if we see that now service limit service is going with the Spring Cloud config server, so that is going to the jet. So now the thing is that we have to push the code towards the jet so that it can work it out. So we already have developed the Spring Cloud service. So we have developed the cloud config server like that, and it is having the basic file. And now what we have the application dot properties also, so that is the having the name, and we have defined the port of that. So after that the task comes that we firstly we discuss about what is jet. So exactly, jet comes under version control system. It is a software that helps software developers to work together and maintain a complete history of their work listed. Lastly, we can say that it allows developers to work simultaneously, does not allow overwriting each other's changes, and maintain a history of every version. So basically, this version control system comes under is categorized into two ways. The first is called centralized version control system, and second is called distributed or decentralized version control system. So if we see that with respect to, there are several benefits of jet is, if we see that it is free and open source, fast and small, and implicit backup. It is having security and need no powerful hardware, and easier to easier with the branching of code. So these are the some thing, but I want to also discuss that how this basically the workflow of the jet flows. If we see that in a general context, so in a general context you will see that the work context just flow like this, that there is a working directory. I will go somewhat fast. uh, okay, and this working directory is having staging area. So staging area is the area where up to that up to that time the command stores all the content within itself. So and after that there is a jet repository. So that's the flow of that. Firstly, if you see from this portion to this portion, if you see, then jet operations happens, add operations happen. Means here, if you will see, somewhat we can say that jet add operations. So jet add operations happening here. Uh, and here we are having jet commit operations. So if we take somewhat jet commit operations are happening there. So this is the particular workflow, but if we dive somewhat more deeper, then we will find that JIT is a distributed version control system for tracking changes in source code and source code during software development. And what is GitHub? The basically GitHub is a web-based hosting service for version control using JIT. It is mostly used for computer code. It offers all of the distributed version control and the source code management functionality of JET, as well as adding its own features. It override access control and several collaboration features such as bug tracking, feature requisites, task management, and etc., which we can conclude it. So if we see that our remote repository and our local repository here, if we want from the remote repository, pull is happening, and basically when we have to fetch something, so we are fetching from the local repository and merging towards that. This pull itself itself can have the um, feature of pulling all the things, and this pull and merge, basically, if you will see that when you have get pull request, then it is basically fetch plus pull is happening with that prospect. So now moving towards the code. So in the next section we will move towards the code and see that how they are behaving when we are deploying the things with respect to jet. Okay, thank you. Keep joining me in the next session.